Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is the Hill Report, and we're so glad to be coming to you on a Friday. Hey, shout out to Omega Maintenance, one of our newest clients. I learned a lot from having a chat with John and the guys down there, and they've been in business up here in this tough market for 40 years. So there's a lot to be learned from gentlemen like that. So congratulations and shout out to them. Uh, on their run. They've received some press for that too. So uh, let them be an example. If you ever go down there to Omega, talk to John. I'm sure he'd like to talk to. He's a friendly guy, and if you're a business owner, there's a resource for you right there. Get some info um, on how to survive and some longevity. Well, today on the Hill Report, what we wanted to talk about was don't shy away from competition. Now, we know that there have been companies throughout American history that have survived on a monopoly, um, even to the point where President Theodore Roosevelt had to come in, the bull moose, and and break up some of those monopolies. But I was listening to a gentleman named Rory Sutherland, very smart guy. Um, and he was explaining how there are some monopolies that actually are needed in the capitalistic system. Some of the monopolies push through new uh, new items, new inventions, new products, and makes that technology very clear to the customer who is just learning about this new technology, so they don't have to cut through a bunch of choices. Um, I think he used the electric car as the first example, how Tesla kind of simplified the electric car choice for now, um, until things broadened out. Also, look at the negative side of it. He uses an example of the hoverboard, where the little thing that you get on and it balances you on two wheels and you're riding around or whatever. Well, there were so many brands of that when it first was introduced into the market, until it confused the clients because they didn't know what was the standard for this technology. And then when you had one go haywire and catch fire, then um, that kind of affected the whole market for those hoverboards. So some I agree in a lot of ways with Roy Sutherland, how a lot of monopolies are needed during times of new technology. But in general, you're going to have competition if you're in business. If you own a shoe store, there's going to be a shoe store across the street. It's going to be a shoe store down the street. Um, how do you interact with them? Sure, you don't want them to exist, but um, if you took every single customer in a market, you would not even have capacity to serve them all. So you need competition. They need you. Um, there's a place for it. You might not be number one in that relationship. You might be striving to be number one. A lot of times when you start businesses, especially in this modern society, you've been already duplicated by the big boxes. There was a whole bunch of mom and pops at one time. Then the big box came, and Walmart, Target, and they consolidated everything into one store. So you may have 100 different mom and pop shop under one Walmart roof, when each one of their departments would have been the whole business for um, most proprietors. But how do you deal with your competition in the sports world? I played professional baseball, and I played Division I college baseball. When I was at the University of Oklahoma, we would always look at the rankings and see where we were ranked compared to the other universities. Um, Sometimes we weren't in the top 25 and we worked our way up to the top 25. Sometimes we were way up to like number two. So it made us feel so good when we were number two. Why? Because we knew that there were other good organizations, other good universities out there. And for us to be thought of as in the same league or better, that was the reward. Um, just like when you're running your business. One of the best examples of that in your face would be uh, at a swap meet situation, like the Palmdale International Mall, and you have a lot of proprietors in there who are new to business. Some of them were in business in other places, other countries, and they were bringing those skills here, and they're already ahead of a lot of the people here because they're actually renting some space in the swap meet, which is going to be built-in traffic. But I talk to those guys all the time, and I'm like, you might want to give yourself some insurance and market some people not just to walk around and look at you, but walk around, go to the mall just to stop at your store and then look at everybody else as a residual. You can control that. You can do that. Um, you can you can manipulate pricing based on your competition. That's one of the number one ways to interact with your competition is through pricing. You guys, you can keep a check on their sales and specials and deals and overall pricing just so that you can set your pricing. Maybe you want to be the luxury brand of that particular market. Maybe you want to be the low cost brand option for that particular market or product. But you have to decide which one you want to be based on your competition. A lot of times, just look at the Walmart and the Targets, look at their price for your product if they have them, and sometimes that could you can use that pricing to manipulate customers to come your way based on price rather than drive there. But you got to market, you got to get to them first because people go to the big boxes without thinking. You're you may be banking on getting some customers and the big box, they just got people walking around, they're getting everything and they might get your product while they're at Walmart. So you got to catch them first. So you got to market, you got to get out there, you definitely got to keep the customers that you already have. The customers that you already have chosen you over your competition. So you got to make sure that you treat them uh, in a way where you want them to keep coming back and back and back. Add extra value. Sometimes you can do little creative things. You can mimic sales from the other place so you don't lose that customer. So a lot of people do price matching. So if you bring a sales paper or some type of proof that they're charging this for this product, match it. Don't lose that customer, especially in one of those repeat businesses where people come daily over and over and over again. Don't get caught trying to make a dime and lose the customer. So don't run away from competition. Use them to make you stronger. Let them make you better. Every great player in every sport had a rival. Every great organization, every team had a rival. Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers are great examples of that in the NBA. They make each other better. They both have 17 championships out of I think they've been doing the NBA since 1940 something. So at this point, those two organizations have 34 championships. Um, and they're the top. So that's why you would see old video games back in the day, Lakers versus Celtics, Lakers versus Celtics. Uh, and that was kind of the theme until Michael Jordan came in. But the whole point is let competition push you to be better. Now, when you look, the Lakers and the Celtics, they pushed each other. They played in the finals so many times with Jerry West and Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, all those guys, Kevin McHale. But guess what? Now they have the number one fan bases in the NBA. Why? Because they let each other push them to compete for championships. But today is Friday. Let's finish strong. We definitely, if you have businesses that are going to be open during the weekend, take this as just another day because you got a big weekend coming up when folks are not going to be traveling down the hill. They're going to be here in Palmdale. So let's try to capture some of that business. If you got some extra packets you got to order, call me up and let's get them out. We get these things out every day. If you have some signage that you need to get out, get that signage out because you're going to need that profit going into the summer, going into the fall, ending up spring strong. So, hey, if you guys got any questions, give me a call or inbox me. I'll probably be around two shops. But God bless you guys. Let's go sell. It's the Hill Report WD3, and I'm out.